Welcome everyone to this glorious and special day for Mark and Angela. It's all right, you don't have to look too anxious. You are both here and we're sorted.
Well, before I was actually quite sort of calm in the morning, but then, yes, as we sort of, things sort of got the makeup on and everything else, just suddenly think, actually, I've got to get that dress on and walk up that aisle in an hour's time. It was mainly just, all these people are going to be looking at me.
Quite nerve-wracking, sat in the church, sat there drumming the hands, looking at the best man, praying she was coming and that, but yeah, it felt like an eternity actually. Yeah,
actually getting to the church, come up that aisle, I had to just keep eyes forward because I think I would have got completely emotional if I'd looked to the left or right. I was just eyes forward and couldn't even look at Mark. I looked at my best mate actually up the front, kept my eyes on her because I think otherwise I'd have just sort of lost it and got very emotional. But it was great. It was just amazing.
I've been hearing a lot about the dress and everything for quite a while. Obviously she's been going over to Edinburgh a few times backwards and forwards for fittings, and I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. As cliche as it sounds and that, yeah, she really did. And it was well worth driving her to Edinburgh at rush hour.
I think he was alright. He was trying to sort of keep me calm, telling me not to rush. So I walked up the aisle, slowed down. Yeah, everyone sang the hymns and it all just happened, having sat there and planned it, and it was lovely. And your father read, and my friend Helen did lovely reading actually. She'd sort of, cause Terry Pratchett, but she'd put together a few bits of it herself, and it was just, it was really nice. Just couldn't stop smiling. It was, best day ever.
Mark, will you take Angela to be your wife? Will you love her, comfort her, honour and protect her, and forsaking all others, be faithful to her as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Angela, will you take Mark to be your husband? Will you love him, comfort him, honour and protect him, and forsaking all others, be faithful to him as long as you both shall live?
I will.
Will you, the families and friends of Mark and Angela, support and uphold them in their marriage, now and in the years to come?
We will.
In the presence of God and before this congregation, Mark and Angela have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They've declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife.
The ceremony went so fast. It was just over. I couldn't believe it. We were married. It's brilliant. It was actually, fantastic.
I'd probably say the most stressed I got during the day was later on, and someone came and said, the beer is off. And 'cause my father had brought down a keg that we'd ordered from a local microbrewery near us. Apparently the woman had tasted it and said it was off. So we all went over and had a taste, and actually it's a bit fine, but then you're a bit like, oh God, what if everyone else thinks it off, kind of thing, or what if we're going to kill everyone with this? But no, just got on with it and drank it. Apart from that, nerve-wracking again, sat in the seats, just waiting. I know she's here, we've been told to sit down. Why isn't she coming down the aisle yet? hurry up. But no, that was definitely the most nerve-wracking moment, was the beer going off, I think. So that could have been a minor catastrophe.
Right, this will be brief, so don't worry. And can I first say how wonderful it is to see Angela looking so well, because when I saw her before, she was poorly. Oh, it was a great one,
The speech was great. Michael did a very lovely speech. Best man. He completely banned. He had apparently something written out for weeks and weeks, but it just went out the window in the end. He just thought, I'll just get up and just say it. I suppose, like he said, it's probably best comes from the heart. I suppose you can't really write it down. Obviously, mine was terrifying. Actually, that was another nerve-wracking moment, mainly because I'd lost the sheet, and that was great. I knew what I was going to say already. It was just, it had all the names of the people I wanted to thank on there, so it was that horrible moment where it's like looking at it going, have I said everybody's name, have I done this, that and the other? Everyone pointed out later, you forgot to thank the bride, so thank you, Angela. I'll immortalise it. Yeah, I've got that on record. I said it. She can't say I didn't.
At the end of the day, it's just a blur of everything. The first dance is telling Mark I wanted that moment to just go on forever. It was just amazing. Sorry, I'm getting emotional myself now. I'm thinking about it. But no, it was just me and Mark dance floor, just with all our friends and family. Just stood there. It was an incredible moment. I just wanted to carry on. Just Mark and I.
If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a house. I would buy you a house. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, buy you furniture for your house, maybe a nice Chesterfield or an ottoman. And if I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, well, I'd buy you a K car, a nice Reliant automobile. And if I had $1 million, I'd buy your love. If I had $1 million, 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 I'd be rich.
Now, Mr. and Mrs. Henderson, yeah, waking up and cross at Mark. Yeah, now my darling husband, and yeah, it's the greatest feeling. We had the greatest start to married life. I'm now Mrs. Mark Henderson, and I'm very, very happy.